there's this group called predator poachers. So what they do is they use pictures of decoy minors to catch predators. And there's a YouTuber called Edp 445, Eat That Pussy 445. He was a meme back in 2016.
He's like
2018.
He's basically just a ranter. He just rants on YouTube.
He's a commentator. He's part of the commentating community. Yes, because he sits in front of a camera and talks shit.
Yeah, I guess so. But
there's a lot of it's like fucking H3. He's a commentator, but he sits there and bullshits about stupid shit all the time.
He cries about everything. He just cries about shit.
Exactly, and he bitches a lot. EDP doesn't bitch, he just trolls. But
man, he got some shit though.
They used a decoy to catch him, and basically what they got him. They caught him red-handed. They interviewed him.
Yeah, because
they started questioning him.
He got caught because he was supposed to meet up with the girl, 13-year-old girl.
A 13-year-old girl.
Doing for a cupcake.
Baking him a cupcake.
I like cupcake was fun.
He went there just in his words. He only went for the cupcake and he wasn't gonna go home, even though he was sexting and sending inappropriate pictures to the quote-unquote decoy. We'll say decoy. He was sending inappropriate lewd pictures to a decoy, and they were questioning him on it. And the weird thing with this channel and these people is that they were giving him ultimatums to either change, go see some help, or call the police.
But they called the police anyways. And the way they handled the whole situation was really bad. Honestly,
they didn't handle it professionally at all. It was like it was like the Logan Paul fight with the Ben Askren. Very amateurish, very all over the place. They were just there to expose him for clout, basically. That's how I see it.
Yeah, that's what it was. Exactly what it was. What they do is they catch these predators on their channel. On their channel is what they do. You can watch any video, any one of them. They call the police, stuff like that. But they really don't get any police involved because only one person. Really, what police are really going for is basically predator rings and stuff like that, and people that are posting like child porn. Basically, it's all really
CP.
Yeah, that's what they do though. But that's what police actually do. They don't really go after predators one-on-one. But they do. It's a whole investigation.
They set up sting operations in order to do that. But the problem with these vigilante predator poachers is that they don't send information to the police. They don't cooperate with most of them don't cooperate with police if they have a YouTube channel because they're just trying to make views off of what they did, so then that way they can shit talk and harass the guy that got involved in it. Right. That's the way I'm viewing it now. This is based off of the tipster video. And to dive in more, that guy Chet the channel's called Chet Goldstein, right? Mm-hmm. So if you want to watch that video, it's on Chet Goldstein's channel. They have one of their decoys go over the chat logs with him. She shows everything.
Well, the problem with that is what they did was...
We can get into that in a minute. Okay? We're going to discuss this more and get more into detail, but I want to just discuss the broad of what's going on. And then we can dive in deeper, you know what I mean? I want to get the basics out of the way, and then we can dive deeper as we go, you know what I mean? Make sense?
I'm listening. Go ahead.
So, everybody's like, oh shit, this guy's good and all that. This guy did a good thing. He caught somebody that had this guy, EDP, had allegations a year ago of talking to underage people, underage women again, underage children.
I forgot about that detail.
And so basically, what he says is he got a bunch of messages for in the video, which I am not exactly sure if he did or didn't. And he gets caught. They call the police. Police don't come, so he gets away. he uploads a video saying, "Oh well, I'm deleting all my videos on my main channel. Only my second channel is gonna exist."
And let me say this too. Who knows what he did when he got home? He probably destroyed all of his phone, all the stuff he was talking.
He blocked every underage chick he's probably ever talked to.
He probably destroyed.
So then he deleted the logs.
Yeah, he deleted the logs.
But the thing is, you could still block somebody and get rid of those messages, but that social media platform still has your messages.
Right. But
that's
also,
where a lot of people fuck up at.
But also too, people with a lot of broader predators who do that kind of, what they do is they'll this is what I got from quote from a actual investigator, and that's my uncle is I don't want to say his name whatever, but he's actually an investigator. I didn't talk to him about this stuff, but this is
we should get him on the podcast. Talk about this.
That'd be amazing.
An actual police officer.
That'd be awesome. I should do that. I don't know. I think I'm talking.
Idea, light bulb.
I haven't talked to him in fucking years though, so it might be kind of awkward at first.
I mean, anyways, we'll just talk about that and talk about like law and shit.
Yeah, but anyway,
that way we're not, talking about popping that pussy, whopping shit, and he'd be like, huh?
Yeah, but basically though, he basically where was I? Oh yeah, so basically there was a guy I watched on YouTube. He was talking about I worked with under investigative law enforcement, stuff like that. People that actually do that stuff, and basically it's hard to catch predators on this kind of stuff because they have to basically catch them in the act and all that stuff. They have to do it themselves, because what they did wrong was they didn't write down any information on EDP. So the only thing they got is a face. They don't have any car or where he lives or anything like that. None of that.
Well, they got the car on video, but they didn't get the license plate.
They didn't get the license plate, yeah. So they had no information to track him down. So that dude has millions of dollars, so he can easily get a new car, easily get a new phone, new everything, new house, move out, whatever he can do. He can go to
leave California and go to fucking Wisconsin.
he can go anywhere around the world, man. Not even fuck that. He can go to Ireland, he can go to Ireland just like fucking Mini Lad did if he really wanted to. Shit. You know what I mean?
Mini Lad is another guy that had allegations for talking to underage kids.
But yeah, he could do any of that shit, man. Like, come on now, like, this dude has millions of dollars, bro. I mean, who knows where he's at, man? He could have left a long time ago.
I think he's still at home. I think he's shitting bricks about. He's.
Yeah, he's not moving out of his house.
Speaking of that, he was talking to the underage girl on the decoy, right?
Oh.
On Instagram. Or text messages. I don't know which one it was, because they got his phone number, which is a good thing though, because they can track his phone.
Yeah, well, you can destroy his phone though too. So.
You can easily, you can just take out the SIM card.
And destroy his SIM card. So.
And just use like WhatsApp or text now temporarily. Yeah. But
bro, I gotta pee.
He sent a picture of his literal shit and sent it to the decoy, which is weird. He's a very weird individual.
Yeah, I thought he was alright, he's not that great a person.
I mean, even with those allegations before, a lot of people brushed it over. Maybe it was an accident, maybe he didn't know. And what he said, it was for, they were chasing for his clout. Which, it's believable. But at the same time, you're still talking to an underage girl, and it's not right.
Yeah, I was talking about before all the pedo allegations, like, oh, this guy's kind of funny, I like his memes and shit, and it's like, I hear about this shit, it's like, fuck. Man, I want to talk about this on my own channel, though, too, is like, why the fuck is every goddamn YouTuber trying to be a pedophile? It makes no damn sense. It makes no damn sense. Every good YouTuber...
now, what Predator Poacher said is that he has 1 million of chicks in his DMs that are of age, right?
Uh-huh. And then, but we talk to the minors.
But I don't think he has chicks in his DMs, because he's sending pictures of his literal shit and talking about beating his meat and watching YouTube and shit like that. You know what I mean? Beating his schmeat and all that shit. It doesn't matter if it's a minor or not. Oh, I mean, it matters if it's a minor, but if he's talking to an of-age woman, because this guy is 30, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's 30 years old doing this shit. Talking to women that are,
He tried to say he's lonely and shit.
I mean, I could get where he was coming from. Like, yeah, you're lonely and shit, but you have a platform. You have clout. You could easily go on like Twitch and go on one of these dating things like fucking Swagger Souls and fucking Schlatt and all these other platform people that don't really get chicks. I mean, Call Me Carson got caught up on it. Fucking Pyro Cynical got caught up on it. But, you know, Pyro I'll give him the pass because, you know, accidents happen. You know, it was nothing like all these other guys.
I gotta pee, bro.
It was still wrong. All right, go take a piss. I'll talk to the chat. All right, so where were we with the Predator poachers? I was talking to the chat. They didn't say anything back, but it's fine. It's not a big deal. I'm sitting here like, what the fuck? We're talking about some crazy shit.
Predator poachers.
Oh, we're talking about how EDP. Okay, so hold on. Let me get back in my train of thought real quick. So EDP, you know, the way he was talking to that decoy makes me really question, you know, what they were saying. You can get any chick and shit like that. I don't think he can. I mean, in the past, honestly, yeah, he got some shit. You know, he talked about, you know, being with a substitute teacher and moms and shit like that. Maybe it's his weight. I think that's cat. Yeah, he's overweight. He's like, he's overweight. You know. I used to weigh 300 pounds. You used to be a big boy. We used to be husky as shit, and we lost it all.
Yeah, right.
It's not hard. You just gotta watch what you eat. That dude's eating like fucking large chicken pizzas and shit.
Bro, that dude does mukbangs, bro. So I mean,
that dude is literally fucking Nick Avocado without the bitching.
Yeah.
And whining and crying.
Well, yeah, what was his boyfriend or whatever. To his boyfriend.
That kicked him out of his house.
Yeah.
But we're gonna dive a little bit deeper into Predator Poachers. So now this guy of Predator Poachers, Chet, right? Okay. Sorry, I just got a text message. But this guy, Chet, aka Alex, he has toxic, edgy content, saying racial things, calling BLM, having pedophile jokes about some shit. You can find it on Twitter and Instagram. He's very toxic and very immature, and the reason me and Colin talked about this yesterday. Basically, when you do that, it doesn't make it look good. It makes it look very scummy because you're catching predators, but you're making predator jokes and being toxic. You know what I mean? You're saying racial things. You're calling BLM, saying racial things to them.
Well,
you're saying homophobic jokes.
Well, let's put this out there too. Let's put this out in the world. The guy literally boxed. He gave a predator, a known predator, a ultimatum to either fight or to call the police if he didn't fight him. And the dude got his ass kicked and walked away.
There's an article out there because a tipster found it. I know we called him a discount Walmart of
Oh, we just fuck around, dude. It's not like we take shit.
Yeah, but that was back in the day, you know. I used to do some questionable. I said some questionable shit back in the day.
We all did, bro. We're all kids.
This guy is out here putting out toxic content and all this shit. He gets exposed from an ex-EDP fan saying that he's weird. It's all on Twitter. You can easily find all this on Twitter. We didn't go on Twitter and find all this. We actually watched we watched a tipster video on it. I watched like 4 videos on him on YouTube. You can find it on YouTube. You can find it anywhere. You can catch yourself up on it and inform your own opinion on it. But this Alex guy, another thing with this Alex guy of his Chet channel is all of his content still there of all this racial things and doing all this shit. You know what I mean? He kept it there. And, you know, Tipster said this. Colin, thank you for sending me that video because now I know a whole lot more about the situation and I can actually form a full-on opinion on this.
Yeah.
If you're about to blow up off of doing something really big and really good, you don't want to keep the bad on your channel.
Right, exactly.
Because then you're gonna look worse.
It puts you in a vulnerable situation.
It's not a vulnerable situation. It's a fucking. It's more of a hypocritical state.
Yeah,
you're making yourself look very two-faced on shit, because one side you're catching predators and giving them ultimatums, harassing them pretty much, and making them feel like shit for your own personal gain, because you do shitty things. You can make two wrongs make a right, depending on your situation. But in his situation, you cannot make two wrongs into a right. Saying racial things to BLM and doing all this shit isn't gonna make you catching EDP a good thing. Yes, you caught EDP. That's a good thing. But doing all this shit on Twitter and stuff and not apologizing for it because you say it's just words. Yes, it's just words. But there's people out there that supported you heavy for what you did and now don't want nothing to do with you because of it. You gained subscribers from it. You gained followers. You got clout off of this. You got the bag from it, but you fumbled the bag. Because all these people are exposing you for what you did. And, you're in your... I'm guessing he's in his mid-20s. He doesn't look like he looks like he's 30.
Like 20-something years old, yeah.
He's in his mid-20s.
He's like our age, Sam. Like, no cap.
And I get it. Like, and Colin's channel, you can catch me saying some toxic, weird shit. You can catch him saying toxic, weird shit.
For sure.
But the thing is we're not out here trying to do good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're not out here trying to paint ourselves as good people. We are good people, but we have a very dark sense of humor, and we don't let that, change us. You know what I mean? Like, I don't put a face on to make myself look good.
Basically, Sam's saying we're not being fake.
Yeah, we're not being fake. Very two-faced about that. And he went on. Oh, so back to this tipster guy. He's a YouTuber. He does news. We talked about him in the past. We shit talked him because back in the day, we supported somebody heavy.
What the hell was that?
We supported somebody heavy back in the day.
Oh boy, what about my fucking audio? What the hell?
We supported somebody heavy back in the day.
Okay. My audio just cut out for some reason.
And some shit didn't work out and all this shit. You know what I mean? And he interviewed said Chet on the situation, and he said that he had the cops working with him. He said he was feeding him bullshit. Basically, he kept on feeding him bullshit, left and right. And one thing that he did ask is are they using actual children as bait?
And he lied.
And he lied about that too. Now, Colin, you could talk about this because you're the one that brought that up with me yesterday.
Oh yeah. So,
this is what you're trying to dive into.
I know. I jump too fast.
To it.
I go too fast. I get too involved. I'm like, fuck.
You jump the gun too soon. That's the thing.
I know. It happens. No, basically, whatchamacallit, he basically uses, he goes on Discord, right? There's a Discord that was leaked that has actual kids they use as decoys, predator bait or whatever. So and it's actual like children that like under the age, and it's like they're showing like chest, not like nude or whatever. It's not lewds or anything like that, but it's actual. It's
lewd, but it's not lewd. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just like it's like a dude, like a kid with like a boy with the shirt off. You can see his shirt off or whatever, and then you see a girl, like an underage girl, and that's basically it. But still, at the same time, you don't think those. Once you send those kind of predator things to other predators, like
you're sending that predator bait.
For the fat to basically to beat his meat to. Like Chris Hansen didn't do that shit. You know what I mean?
Chris Hansen used a kid's picture, but it was a profile picture. Now, if he would have used it just as a profile picture and wasn't sending, those pictures because they're asking them, yes, they're asking for those, and you're showing that you're not fake. But as soon as that time, you can finesse your way out of it if you're
So,
really smart.
and also, there was this one situation where it's like, oh yeah, I have this kid on PlayStation 4. He gave me a picture. He's like 17 years old, and his parents are okay with it. I'm like, that doesn't make it okay if his parents say it's okay. His parents are shitty. They're shitty fucking people.
Well, it's not that they're shitty people.
Or shitty parenting.
They want them. It's not the way I look at it is they want him to do good with it, but the way that he approaches it makes them seem like shitty parents. Because
he probably
they think,
manipulated
he's
them.
like current. Yeah, that's what it is. He's probably like, yeah, well, I'm not gonna send it unless I absolutely need to. This, that, and the other. And not only that, he has more. You could.
He has another decoy too, right? I forgot. I don't know where he found this one. I think it was his cousin or some shit like that. So
manipulated her probably. I think it was a chick, right?
Yeah, it was a girl. It was a girl
15-year-old
decoy.
girl.
Yeah, I think so.
And
yeah.
If you're trying to be out here catching pedophiles, you don't get bait.
I feel like, and also he needs to work with the police.
He needs to at least call the call the cops and be like, hey, I want to set up this sting so this guy can get locked up and get what he needs to get in prison.
Yeah, here's all the information.
That's the thing with Chris Hansen is that he's working with divisions in the departments and shit to catch these guys. And he's not physically, he's creepy too. I'm not even gonna lie. He's kind of weird. Come here, come take a seat. I find that weird. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Chris Hansen.
Come here, come take a seat. I'm gonna rub your tummy and tell you what you did wrong.
He's like Bob Ross. But catch your predators.
Come take this. Come look at these messages.
Yeah, but.
Alright, get on going. Sorry.
Oh yeah, you're good. No, it's just like I don't know. That's really the only thing I have to say. Honestly, is like this dude actually used decoy. Real decoys of real fucking underage children, and then he lied to Tipster about it.
And then he's shit talking him.
Yeah.
Telling him that he doesn't care as long as he gets the bag for him and his team. He's more worried about his team than the good in the world. That's how he's perceiving.
Isn't that what he wanted to do to expose these people and then get them arrested?
Yeah, that's what he was saying. He said that on live television. There's a clip of him on live television saying he did this for the kids.
Yeah,
for the good of the world.
And then he turns around and does it for his team. Like, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
He's two-facing it, dude. He doesn't care. He's like a lot of these YouTubers in the world that just want to be famous off of something. So he's like, oh, we could just catch predators. Fuck it. We're doing good. They won't really question us on
I'm not gonna lie, it's entertaining. Watch some of his videos, kind of entertaining sometimes, because like he fucking I saw his one where he made his one dude, he actually met in Houston or something like that, and they didn't make him cry. He fucking made him so mad. They're about to like fight and shit. It was funny as hell. It was entertaining.
Are you talking about the one the one guy that took the shirt off?
I don't know.
Did he take his shirt off? Okay, let me get into this real quick. So there was involving the decoys. He actually used the kid in a sting to meet up with a predator. That's child endangerment.
Oh yeah,
we forgot to mention that.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I thought you were bringing that up.
Oh no, I forgot about that actually. I kind of that's what's on my radar. I forgot. But yeah, that happened too. I was like, what the fuck? This dude.
And it's on his channel.
Yeah, it's on his channel.
And nobody's there except for our camera for a short period of time. And that is so fucked up. And that's one of his decoys too, and he actually used them in the field. That's illegal. And a lot of these videos, he can go to the cops, but then there's an article out there saying it's very contradicting on for the law to actually convict them because of all the shit that they do, the shitty investigating that they do, and the sketchy confrontations that they have with them.
Yep.
A lot of these channels are doing that, and that's the shitty part of it. I mean, if you want to do good in the world, you gotta do it the right way. You can't make these shortcuts. And another thing is he also lied to Tipster about catching him on Saturday. Last Saturday.
Oh yeah,
he caught him on Friday.
He was trying to promote the fuck out of that.
And he promoted the shit out of it on his Instagram.
Yeah.
And not only that, he wanted to clout chase on tips for even more to Instagram.
Now I understand. You know, make that.
He can get his bag,
you know, get your bag, but bro, like you need to like slow down on the fucking promoting, my guy. Like don't promote the shit out of it to the point where it makes you look like a fucking shitty person.
And don't lie about when you got him to somebody in DM, because you never know what that person's gonna do with that DM. He can expose you,
right,
and make you look even shittier. You're already a shitty person, in my opinion, but you're doing good. I mean, I can't hold you for the toxicity, you know, because I used to be very toxic. Colin used to be very toxic, but the thing is, you can't be a toxic person and do good and get clout and get money off of it and not apologize for it.
See, that's the point of my video. I was trying to make a point like that. It was like, you can't be toxic and then also try to act like you're trying to do good in the world.
You can't, like, you can't be like a lot of businessmen in the world. They don't bring up the shitty things they do because in that way they lose money.
Right, exactly.
And when they do bring it up, they apologize. They make up for what they did. And now he doesn't want to make up for what he did. He thinks what he did was just words, and he's going to continue on doing it. You know, that's fine. You do you.
But what about the pedophile? But the pedophile shit, though, that's the thing that gets me. It's the whole like fucking him using decoys like that.
Him exploiting his decoys to give them
clout or something like that, or
getting clout and money and exploiting these kids to.
You know, those kids got money too, right? Those kids probably got money too from it.
He paid the parents. He didn't pay them.
That's probably how they agreed on it. It's like, oh well, I'm making about this money here.
I'm making depending on how many views we get, I'll give you about 20% of the proceedings. So then that way, you know, you can get your kid a new Xbox or something.
Right. It's like,
that's not gonna help the kid. Like, what if that kid, you know, that guy, he sees that kid out in the street.
And then he didn't go to jail. What if that guy didn't go to jail?
Exactly. And then he goes and looks for that kid because he really likes that kid and ends up abducting that kid, or end up doing something to that kid. That's what I'm worried about. If you think about it, because you can expose him and a lot of people won't trust him, but he don't got a restraining order or nothing like that on him. Exactly.
So that doesn't make any sense.
You know what I mean? You're in a way, and not that. Oh, we forgot to say this. One of his, and not that he's on phone calls with people, and in my opinion, if you're trying to, you know, do this as your channel thing, you need to look into the law and make sure what you're doing can get them to go to jail.
Right.
And he was on a phone call with somebody that's talking circles with them because they're trying to explain to him like an illegal point. You can get in trouble federally because you have all of these pictures and shit. And then he was like, "Oh well, I send the lewd photos of the other pedophile to the other pedophile." And that's not right either. You're basically exchanging private information upon other people. And that's not right either. You're just digging yourself a hole right now with all this shit coming out.
Right.
I mean, you're doing good, but the way you're getting to your goal is not good because you're milking your videos. You had a live stream of EDP's chat logs, but nobody else's chat logs. Have you realized that too? For EDP, he streamed it, and he used one of his decoys. That we don't know their age. They didn't mention their age in the video, I do believe. So we don't even know how old that decoy was that was talking to him, that had seen lewd things from him and seen inappropriate text messages. You know what I mean? And not only that, he's using his supposedly picture from when he was in high school. He sent a lewd photo in high school, and he uses that lewd photo of his own, and that's also him holding some CP, depending on how old he was. Now we don't know how old he was. He can sit there and say that he was 18.
Yeah, if he was underage, he definitely can't get in trouble for that shit because kids actually themselves. I think it was something.
There's kids in my actual school that have gotten in trouble with the law with that too.
Yeah, with CP.
Yeah.
Yep.
The singer of Front Porch Step got in trouble for that because he had lewd photos from when he was a teenager on his phone.
Yep. So he's walking on eggshells with this shit, man. Honestly, at this point.
And it seems like he doesn't care because he's like, oh, I gained 100,000 subscribers, I gained 111,000 followers on Instagram and Twitter.
I'm making thousands of dollars. You know,
I'm making thousands of dollars. I'm gonna have NordVPN hit me up in my business email. I'm all good, bro. If I get caught up on something, I got the money to take care of it. That money will only get you to get so far, and not only that, YouTube will demonetize all your videos. The sponsors will disappear if they figure out all this stuff. If people keep on figuring out more and more and more and want to cancel you, your credibility will go down the shitter.
He definitely should be canceled, honestly. I mean, I don't say that.
I don't think he should be canceled. I just think he should just be demonetized on his YouTube and not get, you know.
Yeah, maybe I should reword that. I don't think he should be canceled. It's kind of harsh.
Because canceling is harsh. And
EDP,
me and you have a problem with cancel culture. You saying that is not right. You know what I mean? Like, you can cancel EDP. I don't care if you cancel him. He needs to be canceled.
For sure.
But he just needs to be
demonetized. The only reason I thought about that is because I thought about...
You heard it.
Because I thought about all the kids he has put in danger. That's the reason why I was thinking about that.
Yeah, that's true, but he should be... he could get canceled, but they should do what they did to James Charles and... what's the other guy's name?
Maybe I should reframe that then, because I don't think you should. But
I mean, he could lose his. They should remove all of his revenue that he's getting.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So then that way he's not doing it no more.
Okay, right now he's sent 2.4 million views on that video.
I'm one of those views. You're one of those views.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, I watched it because I didn't know this shit was going on. I didn't know all that shit.
And we were supposed to fucking react to that.
Well,
we might react to it again. I don't know.
But bro, like he literally he says he's gonna upload that day. We were talking about that day about doing it. Then he canceled and wait till the next day to fucking milk that shit on a live stream.
No, and not only that, he was waiting to get it monetized.
Oh yeah,
Have you realized every time they mentioned the P word, they mentioned CP and all that stuff, it got blurred out. So then that way he can make money off of it. You know how much money he made off of that video? I think, how many subs is he at? Is he over 1,000? 100,000?
119 right now.
Okay, so every 10,000 views, he gets $1,000. Like $10,000 or some shit like that. So he's sitting on a lot of money right now. Not that he probably has endorsements hitting him up right now too because of all those views.
Absolutely.